group of people of interfaith has gathered at Unity Front in Abuja to offer prayer of thanksgiving to God for the peaceful presidential and National Assembly election in Nigeria. The group also appreciates God for the victory of President Muhammadu Buhari at the presidential poll. The leader of the group, Bishop Sunday Garuba, in a chat with journalists said they gathered to thank God for the election and the victory of the Mr. President.
Our prayers for the 40 days prayers we held here in this place, the same place, Unity Fountain, and we came here just to thank God for answers to our prayer and for the victory for our President Muhammadu Buhari and his vice, Pastor Professor Oshibanjo. So we gathered here, people from different denominations, from different faiths. We just came here to just say, Father, thank you for the success of the election, and also to thank God that it was a free and fair election that took place. That's why we came here to just thank God.
Bishop Sunday also said, by the grace of God, President Buhari will meet the expectation of the people.
And that's why we're trusting God that as the Lord helped Mr. President and his vice, they will do great things for this nation.
Also speaking, one of the leaders of the interfaith group, Mohammed Sani, said Buhari has been tested and he has the capacity to move the country forward.
By the grace of God, he will do better. The man is competent.
What do you think he should do?
No, actually, he's going to move the country forward. That's what I'm thinking. By the grace, because the man is competent and trustworthy. He can do more than what he can expect. The man is loyal and is also care about the masses and also care much about the country and the entire nation at large.
Former President of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, has said he will not stop criticizing President Muhammadu Buhari until he does what is right. Obasanjo, who pointed out that criticism remains an integral part of democracy, said he had nothing personal against Buhari and his government. He was reacting to the Alake, a paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Aremu Gbadebo, who implored Obasanjo to play down attack on President Muhammadu Buhari upon clocking 82 years. The two of them spoke at 82 birthday anniversary celebration of Obasanjo held at Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library in Abeokuta. The monarch, who served as a military officer during military administration of Muhammadu Buhari in 1983 and 1985, referred to Buhari as his boss. While describing Obasanjo as a warrior, Alake said, at 82 years old of age, I think you should keep your sword more rather than use it always. But Obasanjo, in a swift reaction, told the monarch that he remained Buhari boss, saying having served as a president, he could criticize his government when the need arises. The People Democratic Party (PDP) and its presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar have filed a motion to compel the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to produce for inspection materials used for the February 23rd presidential election. The motion expertise was filed by the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, which has opened at the Court of Appeal in Abuja. In the motion expertise date March 4, 2019, Atiku and the PDP are seeking leave to inspect the voters' register, the smart card reader machine, ballot paper, other vital documents that were used for the conduct of the presidential election. The application signed by Chris Uche's son also prayed the tribunal to compel the electoral body to allow their agent to scan and make photocopy of vital documents used in the conduct of the election for the purpose of establishing alleged irregularity. He said the results collated by the agent at the various polling units across the federation were at variance with what INEC declared in the favor of President Muhammadu Buhari. Meanwhile, the president of Appeal Court, Justice Zainab Bakachwa, who is expected to preside over the proceeding at the petition tribunal, has not fixed any date for hearing. The motion is seen as the first step towards filing a formal petition over the presidential election. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has predicted that Atiku Abubakar, the PDP presidential candidate in the February 23rd election, will face insurmountable legal obstacle at the presidential election petition tribunal. Falana, in a statement, however, warned that Atiku should not be blackmailed not to take the legal step, adding that the call prevailing on him not to approach the tribunal were uncalled for. He recalled that President Muhammadu Buhari, who was declared the winner of the February 23rd election, has challenged his losses in the court in the successful presidential election of 2003, 2007, and 2011. Falana, however, stated that the failure of the successful administration to reform the electoral process has created insurmountable legal obstacle for the election petitioners.
Joint Admission and Matriculation Board (JAMB) has fixed Saturday, March 23rd for the conduct of the 2019 mock exercise. JAMB, who made this known in a statement made available to newsmen by the head of public affairs, Fabian Benjamin, urged candidates for the exercise to commence the printing of mock examination notification slips from March 6th. It will be recalled that the mock examination was introduced in 2017 to give candidates the opportunity to familiarize themselves with the conduct of computer-based tests, particularly those who are not conversant with the use of computer. The board also uses the mock exercise to ascertain the readiness of each system and appraise the candidate's preparedness for the main examination. JAMB enjoined all candidates to jealously guard all their details pertaining to the 2019 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination Direct Entry. According to the board, it has recorded an increase in number of candidates registering for the 2019 Tertiary Admission Examination. A total of 1,855,663 candidates registered for the exam, while 93,748 others registered for direct entry.
The senator representing Lagos East District in the National Assembly, Gbenga Ashafa, has pleaded with the people of Lagos to vote the candidate of All Progressive Congress in forthcoming governorship and State House of Assembly election. Ashafa made the plea when he started a door-to-door campaign for the APC governorship candidate in the state, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and his running mate, Obafemi Hamzat, as well as the State House of Assembly candidate. The campaign was organized by the senator in conjunction with the coalition of Gate Estate within the Lagos East District. The vice presidential candidate of People Democratic Party in the February 23rd poll Peter Obi has warned those trying to intimidate voters in some part of the country to stop. He expressed worry over alleged threat by some people in Lagos State that voters will be dealt with should they vote for a certain political party. Obi, who spoke with reporter in Indonesia, says such people are starting what they could not finish, stressing that Constitution guarantees every Nigerian the right to vote for candidate of their choice.